evening, lads. Oh, I forgot the, that shouldn't have been there. But that's fine. That's all good. Just tilt this down a little bit. Clear my throat as well. Okay, right. Let me grab some music real fast. Hope folks have enjoyed their days and the sort. Oh, that's coming out of the wrong thing. There we go. Turn this down. Actually, no, it's not that loud. It's fine. Okay, so yes, well, welcome in, folks. Anyone who's new, this is my Mystic project of making a new version of Mystic that isn't the worst. That's the plan, anyway. It's going reasonably well, anyway. And yeah, currently I have been working on powers, which are like the system that we have in place, kind of like to replace the way the talents and the disciplines work from the actual UA Mystic from 2016. And they sort of also serve as the subclass system as well, weirdly. Like, it's the very concept of the project is very odd. But regardless, we're gonna work that out. Oh well, no, we've already worked out. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm just rambling. But we're in a position where we made a whole bunch of the powers, and we have 1, 5 with there's like 7 left to make, like total. Aside from a few like little extra ideas I might slap in that people have suggested in the past. One of them I have completely just forgotten. One of them I definitely wrote down, the other one I didn't write down, I don't think, and then have promptly just forgotten all about. But I've already that's way ahead of you on that one. Trust me, I went through the superpowers wiki for all psychically themed powers. That was one of the first ones. That's probably one of the powers we're gonna design today, because it's one of the last clairsentience powers left. That we haven't done. I'd say one of the last. We've done 2 of 4. That's that isn't really proportionate. But yeah, same. Something I might actually. Okay, right. Something I might do, because I haven't. I should probably do this. I'm constructing this. Ignore that it looks like wank. I'm just gonna like put it away over here. Just a minute, because I want to make this bar because I feel like I should, and also like I know that if I don't do it right now, I'll just never do it ever. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it now. Get it done. Right, let's... What did I do with the wizard gone? Oh, it's gone over here. Okay, right. There. We will put it up there. Oh, it's too long. It's too bloody long. Visuals. Oh, here we go. I can change the width. There we go. That's good. That should do. Oh, perfect. That fits in there very nicely. Let's put that in there. Okay, right. Because I know if I don't do it now, I will never do it, so I'm going to put it there. Right. Sorry about that. I'm gonna fucking carry on now. I'm gonna start doing some bloody work. Yeah. I'd say, yeah, no, there was many things that I've been needing to do for ages and forgot to do, and I finally did BTTV. You know, I finally got around to doing that. So, you know, people can put, like, Club Penguin Dance in here. And, I mean, I don't think anyone will ever have any reason to use that, but it is funny, so... but there are, you know, there like some of my emotes which I haven't actually been able to put in here. Like the Dab and like Brain Train and Uropog. And Uropog is, oh god, he's so awful. It's horrible. It's absolutely fucking horrific. I love it, but good god, is it just awful. Unimaginably so. But yeah, so we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna make Precognition. That is gonna be the next power we're gonna do. I'm gonna well, I say get it out of the way, like I've been avoiding doing it. And have I? I guess the main thing is I need to make this not literally just Portent for like something distinctly different, because I've done a lot of abilities like this before in Homebrew, because it's just a really interesting, like, dice fuckery mechanics are always really fun in a game about rolling dice. It's why people keep playing Wild Magic Sorcerer, even though it's probably the worst subclass in the entire... Well, that's actually no. Beastmaster's good now, courtesy of Tasha's. So yeah, it is probably the worst subclass in the entire game, but people keep playing it, not just because the Wild Magic table, but because dice fuckery is fun. Rolling more dice is fun. Anyone who says otherwise is... I mean, you know, it's their opinion, I guess. They can be wrong, but... you know, they're entitled to... You know, it's their human right to be incorrect. Could do a proper branded swig of this water, but I'm not going to. You know, get the logo over here. You see. There is a logo on this thing. I got this the other day. To see into or receive visions of. See visions of the future. I don't know what the fuck that talking was, and it was like, oh, it's from this song. It's like a Japanese guy in the background saying, well, something probably. I mean, he's obviously saying something because it's words. That's what words are. You are a novice in Precognition. Now, so one thing to think about is we need to basically find the middle ground between Portent and Bardic Inspiration, because they're both really interesting dice fuckery mechanics. Portent is the most annoying one. Portent is awesome, but it can be not awesome, I think is one of the main things. I think I know what the master level thing is with this, and I think it's going to be super good, like crazy strong. Hmm. Hmm. My initial thought would be something like foretelling, like recontextualizing Bane and Bless as sort of foretelling like abilities. Problem is, I'm pretty sure they're enchantment spells and not. He says, I don't actually know. Bless. It's an enchantment spell. You have 2 foretelling dice. Well, that feels pretty clean cut. That has a fairly simple effect. Whenever you complete a short or long rest, so you start with just 2. Oh, I don't know how 2. There we go. I can do numbers. I'm good at this. I promise. Just adjust my seat. Got the fucking club penguin dance out the corner of my eye, and it's just tiny. It's like this big, and it's just out the corner of my eye. It's just the motion is just throwing me off. I'm like, this was a mistake. Okay, right. I mean, this ability seems super reasonable to me. It's a situationally better, situationally worse Bardic Inspiration. Because Bardic Inspiration has the benefit, it lasts 10 minutes, but it is a bonus action to use. You have to preemptively use it. But with this, and it also starts as a d6, it starts as a d4. Bardic Inspiration, you have a number equal to your Charisma mod, so it's very unlikely you're going to start with any less than 3. But they come back on a long rest to start with, so well, it's I don't know which is necessarily better at this level. I think. I mean, this is probably stronger, I think. and I think that could be a problem. I don't know. I guess having access to this at like first level and it being kind of better, I think that's okay. It's once bards can do their shit on a short rest and they get a bunch of abilities that interact with it. I think they very quickly surpass, especially because they scale up much better than this ability ever will or does. Honestly, this ability on its own, don't need anymore. Like, actually, I do have one idea, and that's danger precognition. Simple, like whatever ability, like, oh cool, a little something to get at level 1. It's nothing crazy, but it is quite good. Adept, you are an adept in precognition. Oh, you gain the following benefits. You instead have 3 foretelling dice, simple as. And then we give like something simple, right? Like we give like a simple extra ability, maybe a spell that cares about like dice or something. I don't know. Ooh, I know. Focused Fate. I've been informed that my game this evening has been cancelled, so I will be doing a bit of a later stream today. I will go probably at least until like 8 o'clock. I probably won't go much past 8. I will definitely go to 8 o'clock today. I'll take my normal break at sort of 6, half 6, whenever that ends up being. And I started relatively on time today as well, which I very rarely do. In the past, I've been starting around now. So I'm like, I think we're going to be making a lot of good time today. We're going to be doing a lot of good stuff. And I'll be able to, like, head off at sort of 8 o'clock and get some more work done, which is nice. I enjoy my Monday game. It's a bit slow in places, but it is good fun. I do very much enjoy it. I get to play a very personal character of mine as well, which is always fun. I also get to pretend to be from Yorkshire for like 3.5 hours as well, which is also very good fun. Whenever a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you would make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw with advantage or disadvantage. Or 1 additional d20. So basically what this does here is it does kind of the Elven Accuracy thing where it gives super advantage, where you roll 3 times and you take the highest. So if you and this will be like once. You may use your reaction to allow that creature to roll 1 additional 20 as a part of that roll. To force that creature to roll additional. You may use your reaction. The creature rolls 1 additional d20 as a part of the triggered roll. The triggered attack roll. Ability check. Save throw. There. Once you have used this feature, you... This would be here as well. I think this ability, like Focused Fate, once per short rest, is really good anyway. I don't think we need... I think at Master level we'll give them 1 extra use of it, but otherwise, that's it, right? I think, Foretold Future. I'll probably look through some divination spells as well. D6s rather than D4s. This feels very clean, very tidy to me. It kind of does what it says on the tin, does it fairly well. You know, I feel like it works. Right. Let me go look at some divination spells. Where is my good friend 5e tools? Right. All vanilla sources. Let's get to divination spells. Divination. So guidance, guidance. That's, oh yeah, that's, oh, why is it so fucking dark? Hang on, there we go, that's a bit better. It was just really, oh yeah, I'm being backlit a little bit, that's why. One of these days I'll get myself a fucking ring light, and like, hang on, I could do this, and just like, hang on, here we go. Now this is lighting. Hell yeah. I look like a molten ghost, which pretty much sums me up pretty well. I'd say molten ghost. Right, this is literally just a desk lamp. This is my primary form of lighting. It's a very old desk lamp at that. I'm not sure if you can see, but oh shit, hang on. Look at all that fucking dust. Oh, there's so much dust. It's just caked onto the fucking thing. Right, let me put this down. Oh, my eyes. Okay, right. Yeah, I was being backlit a little bit there, but whatever. It was funny. Guidance. That's a really good one. I'm probably going to give that to them, because that's cool. It's also just a good spell, like, as well. It's just a fucking good spell. It's easily one of the best non-combat cantrips. Oh, Foresight. No, I mean, we can't give them Foresight, because they get this, Find the Path, Scrying, Legend Lore, Divination, Arcane Eye, Tongues, Clairvoyance. Augury. That's a fun one. Actually, I'll do this at Master. Right. I'll say welcome in. Well, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Omniscient Overwatch. Yeah. What was the subclass? Was it one of like the bad warlock patrons or something? Those were always a fun candidate for getting changed because they suck. Or most of the rogue subclasses because there's like a third of them are just trash. I'm trying to think of all the... Most of the really terrible subclasses do come from the PHB. Like the aggressively bad ones. Okay. What was the subclass? I say most of the paladin. I think I remember going through it with a friend, with Joe's, fairly regular on here, sort of in our own time. We found that paladin was like the most. Obviously, that may not be the reason that you're reworking it like this for whatever reason. Paladin is the most consistently good of all of the classes for having good subclasses. All of its subclasses are, at worst, mediocre. Like, the worst Paladin subclass, which to my knowledge is Oath of Glory, is just kind of, like, it's just kind of like shrug-worthy, where like it's not bad, it's not great, it's just alright, it's aggressively playable. And that's the worst Paladin subclass, is one that's just kind of alright. And then you look at like Rogue, which has Inquisitive and Assassin, that's just like full of features that just don't do anything. Assassin is like, on paper, such an awesome subclass, and reality is just a pile of shit. It just sucks. It really does. It's really terrible. Which sucks, because Assassin is like the quintessential rogue archetype that everybody wants to play, and it's the bad one. Oh yeah, as like an RP thing, Assassin is easily one of the coolest subclasses in the game, but on like a mechanical basis, it's just completely fucking worthless. I say. A lot of the bad subclasses are bad because they substitute mechanical abilities for flavor abilities, with very minimal exception. And even then, the ones that don't do that, are still flavorfully interesting, like Beastmaster, which is okay now, courtesy of Tasha's, and just completely redesigning the way that your bestial companion works, making it so that it, scales and isn't a CR half wolf forever, which I still think is the funniest thing ever. It's genuinely fucking hilarious. I love it. It's so funny. Oh. Oh, my every so often my right hand screen, sort of over here, will just kind of cut out for like 2 seconds and will come right back. It usually does it at least twice a day. And it just so happened to do it right then, right as I clicked on something. I was like, oh fuck. But nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's quite funny. Say Oath of Disease. What was the foundation for that? Because you said it was a redesign. I'm curious what you built it off of. Cool. I'm trying to think which, like, Ancients? Vengeance, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, Treachery. That's a strong one for disease. You get a lot of poison stuff. Yeah, I have a bard in one of my games that was that has shape change now, and a wizard as well. There's both a bard and a wizard. The bard routinely turns into a white dragon, and the wizard generally either turns into a planetar. He's also got Pit Fiend now is available to him as he's level 20. High level caster is, man, it's cool. It really is. Especially with all like the nonsense homebrew I have in my home game, because like every so often I'll like design a whole bunch of spells and put them in the game, and I'll accidentally invent like a new staple spell that everybody wants to pick. Because it's just really good. Time Walk is the new hotness in my game, and I made it on stream probably 4 months ago, maybe. It's basically just like Action Surge for wizards, except it's an 8th level spell, which is, you know, about the level of power that it has. It's insane. Ah, that's fun. Shape change is really cool. I mean, there's like, I've seen people say before, it's, you know, you got like sort of virgin shape change, and then there's Chad true polymorph, where you just permanently become a dragon, which is also incredibly fun. And I think, I'm not sure if you maintain your spellcasting abilities. I think you do. I'm not sure if you maintain your spellcasting capabilities if you get true polymorphed into something. Presumably, if you're a creature, you probably still keep them. I don't know, but it'd be pretty funny though, regardless. I don't know off the top of my head. I've read True Polymorph all of Never, so I have no idea. But nope. So Omniscient Overwatch, you can take 1 additional reaction. You know what? No, you can take this additional reaction on the same turn that you take your regular reaction. Have I run out of Google Drive disk space? Hang on, I just got a notification that tells me I've run out of space on my Google Drive, which I find hard to believe. Oh, I know what I've run out of disk space on my goddamn PC. That's what I've done. Hang on a second. Because I posted some bloody VODs the other day. Let's fix that. Have I run out of space on my Google Drive? No, yeah, it was my PC. I ran out of disk space. I had too many VODs. Hopefully that didn't break it. Hopefully that didn't break my VOD, because I don't want to have to like fucking download this thing off of Twitch, because it's a bastard to do. It takes bloody ages. But yeah. Right, sorry about that. I just had to like go delete the VODs I posted like the other day. You can take 1 additional, you gain 1 additional reaction. I think. I'm not sure if that works. Hang on. Let me go read, like, because I have a spell that does this in my home game. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. This probably just to kind of make it, clear that it is an extra reaction. Sure, drop. I assume it's from one of the books. What's the spell? No. I don't know. So feel free to drop the spell in, or the name of the spell, assuming it's from. Resistance does something. It's just that something is not useful and you should never pick it. Yeah, it lasts like a minute, I think. Let me go grab resistance real fast. Yeah, resistance is one of the worst cantrips. It's like it's the parallel to guidance, which is another cantrip that I think clerics and druids also get. And guidance works on ability checks, which is really useful, whereas resistance is only good if you know you're about to get hit by a trap, which is, I mean, what fucking use is that? Again, like, people don't really do traps that much in this edition. People don't even do dungeon crawling that much in this edition either. But yeah, it's very bad. But yeah, the spell lasts a minute. And it's concentration. You put it on a dude, and if in the next minute they need to make a saving throw, they can roll a d4 and add it to their result. Does that make sense? And then, yeah, it's terrible. Don't, like guidance, if you have access to guidance, then pick guidance instead, assuming you're, like, building a character, because guidance is good, and resistance is niche and bad, whereas guidance is pretty much always useful. If it's DM's discretion as to how freely you can cast it on people, but assuming that it's do keep in mind that it is a visual and somatic spell, so whenever you cast on someone, people are going to see that and hear that you're casting a spell. But, if you're looking to, like, scale a cliff and you need to make an athletics check, you might as well cast guidance on yourself. There's no point in not, if you have it. And if you need to, I don't know, you're specifically going into an interrogation situation, you want to intimidate someone, then you cast guidance. If you're about to sneak into a building, or if you're in the middle of a building sneaking, and you need to re-roll stealth for whatever reason, casting guidance is going to alert the entire building that you're there, because it is not alert everyone, but it's, you saying weeble, weeble, and wiggling your arms around to cast guidance. You have to speak. So yeah, I mean, it's ultimately DM's discretion, like, how freely you can cast the spell, but keep it in mind. Oh. Right. I was going to do... this. Precognitive guidance. Right, where is the one? Is it mental grip that gives you mage armor? No. Which one of these gives you a goddamn cantrip? I don't remember which one it is. One of them gives you a cantrip, right? True strike spell, here we go, yeah. Oh yeah, it literally just does the thing. Okay, fine. Where is it? So, Precognition, there we go. Yeah. On the subject of bad cantrips, True Strike is bad. Don't use it. It's terrible. There is one specific instance where True Strike is actually, like, legit. This is for noobs and tubes That doesn't work. For noobs and vets alike, True Strike bad, which most anyone who's played the game probably knows. But there is one very specific instance where True Strike is super legit, and that is if you are a rogue and you have access to it. Specifically, if you are a rogue sorcerer. If you're in a situation where you're fighting like a dragon or something with blind sight, or you're in an area where there's just nowhere to stealth, being able to just get advantage as a bonus action is really good. There's, sometimes sneak attack is hard to get, and when you don't get sneak attack as a rogue, you're basically just a non-entity in a combat. One turn of not getting sneak attack feels bad, but a whole combat of no sneak attack is just, you might as well just leave the table. You may as well just run away from the fight because you're not doing anything. The only value you can bring is being a damage sponge, which is, unless you're specifically building a character designed to do that, is not fun. So Sorcerer Rogue is funny and also kind of legit because it's funny because it makes True Strike not the biggest pile of shit. And also, it's actually pretty okay. So my artist is posting art for my next project, and it looks fucking sick. I'm not sure if she's in here or not, but it looks pretty cool. Getting some villainous imagery going on. It's always a good time. Adept feels really stacked at the moment, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. I could move this up to 10th. I think it would probably make sense if I did. Then the Adept feels really kind of naff. I'm gonna do this. Let me complete a long rest. Pretty good. We're going a bit later today. My game has been cancelled, and I've been working on Precognition, trying not to tread on Divination Wizard or Bard's toes too much, and I think I've succeeded, I think. So I'll move. So yeah, you start with just 2, and then at 3rd you can pick up and you get 3, and they also recover faster. Actually, hang on. Maybe you start with 3. It's like distinctly. No, because then if you start with 3, you can start with. I think. Yeah, no, I think it's okay. I think we're gonna go with that. Yeah, so the Adept level for Precognition is kind of like, but the Expert level is really stacked. You get a lot of really good stuff. And then I will also put in Focused Fate. Also put in Super Advantage here, once per short or long rest, Super Advantage, or Super Disadvantage to somebody else, which is always good fun. You may use this feature twice instead of once. Let me just make sure that's how I've worded this ability everywhere else. You may instead use this feature 3 times. So, yeah, no, I have worded it incorrectly. Or not worded it consistently, and that's important. You may instead use this feature twice. There we go. That is Precognition. That is 1 power, and it has been about 50 minutes, probably at least 15, 20 of which was me just kind of waffling, so that's pretty good. We were on a few tangents as well about like resistance and like subclass design and stuff, so yeah, that's pretty good time. I spent a lot of time just kind of waffling on about nothing, so that's which I do a lot anyway, so right, so there is one more clairsentience power, which is mental projection, which is kind of something I was kind of sitting on at the moment. Not really sure what that means, so to speak, right now. Like on a like I know what it does. It's going to be like clairvoyance and arcane eye and shit like that. What I don't yet know is how exactly, like, what mechanical application that has on a combat sense, because all of these powers have at least some capabilities in combat. There are very few that don't, and those that do are very, very, like, very specifically different, you know. They're side picks and the sort. And then I have a psychometabolism power, which is strength enhancement. I'm not sure specifically how that's going to work, what it's going to do. I'm not sure whether it's he who punch good, or whether it's something else entirely. I don't know. We shall... And I also have all of my pathoturgy powers, the 4. I've not made any of these yet. There's hypnosis, mental mirage, Mindlink, and soul shaping, or mind shaping, or I don't know, but we're gonna do Mindlink. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna call it mind linking. We're gonna one word this. Mind linking. Pathoturgy power. Right, let's grab telepathy real fast. Look at some telepathy abilities. Whoa. Let me go check, like, Aberrant Mind Sorcerer or something for telepathy abilities. Oh, God. Yeah, I think the... Hang on. Let me just, like, grab the text for this, because I think it's kind of fine. Yeah, honestly, just, like, nabbing this exact ability is fine. It's like a fluff ability for, mental push. Let me like, what is the Mind Sliver cantrip and how does it work? Mental jolt. Not mine spike, mine sliver. No, fuck, wrong one. There we go. Get mind sliver and telepathy. Which I think to start with is, it's fairly simple. Oh. Right, so... How much damage does Mind Sliver do? Is it D4? Is it? Yeah, it's a D4. Oh no, it's a D6. It's a D6. Whenever you cast the Mind Sliver spell in this way, the target... I'm not sure. So reached a bit of a brick wall here. Maybe cast the Mind Sliver spell in this way, the target must... I think the thing is it's a cantrip. Any effects it gives need to be really minor. If they're too good, then... Well, then they're too good, believe it or not. But, whenever you cast the Mind Sliver spell in this way, the target must succeed on a DC 15... No, the target... making like hailing sounds, but it's bright as fuck out there. Oh no, it's a lawnmower. That's very strange. Also, everything it makes before the end of your next turn. That feels really strong to me. That feels like actively really, really strong. This should just be called telepathy. Like, this is what this is. Like... This is much simpler than... Also give them detect thoughts. Mind reading. So yeah, you get detect thoughts, and you get this quite powerful version of Mind Sliver. There's like notably bumped version of it. Like you debuff them pretty hard by doing this. So I guess like your bread and butter is, if you're using telepathy quite a lot, is you want to like afflict them with your Mind Sliver and then blast them a bit. Because once you reach 5th or 6th level, I forget which, it's 5th level, you can use your Psychic Blast as a bonus action. But not, you can't do it twice in a turn, but you can, like, blast and then do a second, you can blast and then Mind Sliver. And yeah, we've got Mind Reading, which is, you know, very simple concept, you know, if you know, telepaths should be able to read people's minds, that makes sense. You are an expert in telepathy. You gain the following benefits. Greater telepathy. You can only cast a sending spell requiring no components. You cast sending twice per short rest. Like, that's fine, you know. But there is Rary's telepathic bond, actually. Let's also bump lesser telepathy. This feature. The link does not. Or the connection does not end early if you use this ability to form a connection with a different creature. So you can like form a little network. I think that works. That's cool. This ability is cool, but doesn't have any mechanical input. Like, you know, you get like this, which is fine. You get this, which is also fine. You don't get any like flavorful like boosts to anything. Or you don't get any like mechanical increases in power. One thing I will do is mind reading. it is hyphenated. Mind reading should be hyphenated. You roll d8s instead of d6s for the damage dealt by Mind Sliver when you cast it in this way. So, yeah, you just... The cantrip's better. Seems fair. I know it's like a lot of stuff, but realistically the only new thing you get is this. This is literally like, you can use this feature twice now, and this is like... Actually, well, this is actually fairly substantial, to be fair. You have mastered telepathy. Let me go. Where is it? Telekinesis. Master telekinesis. There we go. Detect thoughts at will. Good stuff. Ugh, stretch my legs. Succeeds on its saving throw. Instead, it takes... So turns your cantrip into a half damage on fail. Greetings, welcome in. We are making telepathy a thing. This is our second power that we've just kind of like bashed out in like 20 minutes as well. That's pretty good. Nice. Yeah, I think it has been almost exactly like 20 minutes. You get a cantrip and it boosts up in power by quite a bit. And then you also get like a bunch of flavor abilities and detect thoughts at will by the time you cap off. And honestly, like flavor-based like first and second level spells, being able to just cast them at will, that's always fun, right? Like that's always like mechanically really interesting and really kind of good fun. My only concern with boosting the damage here, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna make, yeah, just because the main thing with Mind Sliver is that one of the things for telekinesis is you get access to Catapult as a spell. And Catapult is a great spell, right? Like Catapult's awesome. And it eventually lets you cast it at will. And the thing is, by the time, because I'm pretty sure Catapult is like 3d8. Let me just double check. Yeah, Catapult's 3d8. If we boost, like, Mind Sliver to 3d8, eventually it's just going to be, or to d8s, by 17th it's just gonna be better than Catapult, right? It's just getting like, you know, your investment into telekinesis just kind of punished for picking up Catapult. I mean, really, they already don't synergize anyway because, you know, they're both action spells, but even so, you don't want to have that, like, lack of synergy, because that's just not fun. Okay. I think I'm probably going to take a break there, though, because I'm very hungry, and I want to, like, go grab some food. I'll probably be back in about 15 minutes or so, or yeah, I will be back in about 15 minutes or so, and for those who just sort of tuned in, normally I would stop at 7 o'clock during a stream like this, but my game has been cancelled tonight, so I am instead not going to be stopping until at least 8 o'clock. I want to get at least a couple more powers done, and I'm having a good time, so I'm gonna make an effort to get a whole bunch of it done. But hang on, I'm just like closing notifications on my phone, ignore me. Don't mind me. Okay, right. I'll be back in about sort of 15 minutes or so. Hope folks are enjoying themselves. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, I am back. Hello. Got myself a jacket because it's getting cool in here. Right. So, it is 20 to 7. I'm probably going for at least another hour and 20 minutes or so. I do indeed. Got my back. I'm trying to lean back a little bit for the rest of the stream. Get that lumbar support, you know. Important stuff. Oh. An itchy bit on the tip of my nose. The hit sequel. Ah, yes. The squeakquel, if you will. Oh. Right, I'm just closing my ship. Okay, so where do we press on from here? Because we have a number of powers we can start working on, including Mental Mirage, Soul Shaping, and Hypnosis, as well as Mental Projection and Strength Enhancement. And I think we're going to look more into the Pathology powers, and I am going to do Hypnosis. That feels the simplest, you know? You can bend the mind of another to your will, bringing them under your control. Simple. You're a novice in hypnosis. Right, so lesser hypnosis feels pretty simple. Well. Simple. Does its job. Ugh. I'm going to take a swig of my water. Not sure how ASMR-y that water bottle opening and drinking was, but whatever. Right. Yes, it will be. It most definitely will be. Now, let me go read up. So, auto hypnosis is specifically to is like concentration and shit, right? I'll put that in at like adept level. Yeah. Hypno points. Or just no, it's dumb. It's dumb. We're not gonna do it. Oh, I'm gonna clear my throat. Ugh. Concentration on a spell or effect. Additionally, oh, it's one word. Auto hypnosis. Additionally, yeah, you auto hypnosis yourself, so you're not charmed or you're not. You cannot gain the benefits of this feature if you can't take reactions. So that sort of thing, it's like a thing you have to sort of do, but it's not something that has any opportunity cost, right? That's kind of like my kind of thought to it, at least. That's a very powerful thing to get at 3rd level as well, so it kind of makes this like worth picking up. And there are a few effects here that do require your concentration, so this is like, you know, it's very worth picking up. And also gives you advantage against charm and frightened as well. So auto hypnosis, I got it in, Joe. I told you I would. I mean, I would have forgotten about it if you hadn't reminded me, but it is in now. We got it. And that's pretty great. Okay, right. So what other things do you get? This is the question. Or just swaying pressure. Whenever you hit a creature with your Here we go. So swaying pressure, you hit them with your psychic blast and they're like, oh, Whoa. They kind of just wiggle around a bit. The main benefit here is just like provoking attacks of opportunity from like rogues and shit. So this ability is actually like really strong if you have a rogue in your party, because it just basically doubles their sneak attack output. Or just doubles their damage output, assuming that their bonus to hit is terrible. Which, if they're a rogue, it's not going to be that bad. Use this feature twice instead of once. No, I'm wording this wrong. I'm not wording this properly. Just, you can use this feature twice. Instead, cast Enthrall. Oh, okay, right. Oh. Sure, why not, right? Enthrall's a bad spell, so giving you like Enthrall's one of those spells where you never want to pick it. Because it's just not very good, but in the rare situation that it's actually usable, you have access to it here, right? It's one of those things where, like, you would never, ever pick Enthrall, but in the one instance where it's good, it's actually, like, legit. Or, well, it's usable, I think is probably the more correct terminology there. Let's check enchantment spells, because there are a good number of them. Not all of them are applicable, because a lot of them are, like, different in the way that they work. Charm monsters, 4th level spell, yeah, that's going to be doing that. Compulsion is sadly very bad, but that's fine, it's not a big deal. Right. Instead, cast Charm Monster. Because you Charm Monster 3 times, or I think twice per short rest, which, again, is quite good. Actually, I have a better idea. Instead of Enthrall, there we go. I guess since the problem is shit. Yeah. I think it's probably fine. Gias. Because Gias is awesome. I think Gias is honestly one of the coolest spells in the game, and I've never seen a soul cast it. It's really fun. Like, super evil as well. Like, you know, it's one of those things you would only ever do to, like, really significant enemies to force information out of them. Otherwise, you're kind of a terrible person. But it is pretty effective at doing what it does, you know. You did? When did you key us? Oh, of course you did. Yes. I remember. This is the only time I've ever seen it cast. That was the one time. I think it was because it was cast and it was like, you got like the piece of information you wanted out of them and then you never interacted with them again after that. I think that was probably the reason why I forgot about it. But yeah, either way, it was always fun. You know what? Instead of giving them Enthrall, let's give them an actually good spell. Instead, cast Suggestion. So yeah, you get access to Suggestion like twice. Honestly, this on its own feels pretty good. I guess Swaying Pressure can be improved here. Can't take reactions till the end of your next turn. That seems fine, you know, seems fairly reasonable. What level is Mass Suggestion? That's like a 6. Yeah, I suppose I could give them Mass Suggestion, but Mass Suggestion is a fun one. You know what? Charm Person at will. That sounds fun. Or Charm Person and that's also Charm Person, Charm Monster, and Suggestion all at will. So never mind, maybe not. We improve Auto Hypnosis actually. That's So you're just straight up like, I can't be charmed or frightened, and I can't lose concentration on things. Like, I just can't. Honestly, I think I'm gonna cut mass suggestion just because of how, like, good that is. Just like, this is like a really high, really strong top level ability, and then swaying pressure can be like... Yeah, honestly, no. I'm just gonna do this. It only affects one of those creatures that you choose. Yeah, yeah. This is cool. Swaying pressure is like subtly really powerful, and you get a bunch of like cool abilities. Honestly, hypnosis, I'm super happy that this has come out. And again, it took like 20 minutes. We are fucking on a roll tonight. We're not gonna finish all of the powers. Like, that's just not gonna fucking happen. So I don't have like the mental capacity, ironically enough, to do that this evening. Oh, we just hit 2 hours. I don't have the capacity to do that this evening, but regardless, I am going to like make effort to do at least 1 or 2 more before we stop off for tonight. Now, I'm hoping that the VOD for this stream hasn't broken, because earlier on, my PC was kind enough to inform me that it was full, and whilst I did still have a gig left, that's not much. I'm just going to turn the brightness down here because I look like a fucking ghost. Right. Let me just double check, like, how long is the other VOD I have saved? Oh, it's like an hour and a half. What VOD even is this? Oh. Oh, it's a Mystic stream from the other week. I'll probably, like, post that VOD later on after the stream. Assuming that it's an hour and a half. Yeah, it'll post before I go to bed tonight. It'll be able to upload in that time. But yeah, so I like got a huge fuck off backlog of VODs, and I'm like trying to work my way through them, but I'm like out. I like to upload my VODs during the day when I'm not streaming. Problem is, I'm out during the day, multiple days a week at the moment, so I can't. I don't just like just leaving my PC on either, so yeah. But either way. So, left on the list, we have Mental Mirage, Soul Shaping, which I'm probably going to rename to something else. Bot banning hours. Damn. Where do we go next? So we've got mental projection. I'm not sure what the mechanical implementation is going to be. I'm not sure where to go from here. I might head into class features and see what I can come up with over here, because we need a 6th level feature that probably improves your Psi Crystal. And we need 14th, 17th, and 18th, and a 20th level feature. We just need to come up with a new name for like the skill points. And I don't just want to call them Psi points because that's boring. And they're not going to be called Power points because that's a fucking Microsoft Office product. We ain't doing that. Ugh. Let's have a reread of this ability to make sure there's nothing like weird about it. Brain power. Leading at first level, you can invoke the power of raw mental energy to create effects of psionic strength. At first level, you have 2 power points that you can spend to learn new powers or strengthen powers you know. You gain additional power points as you gain levels, as shown in the power points column of the Mystic table. Whenever you gain 1 or more levels in this class, or whenever you complete a long rest, you may expend 1 or more power points to learn a power from the list at the end of the class description. 1 for each power point spent. When you learn a power, you become a novice in that power and gain all the benefits it would grant you at the novice level. Powers come in 4 levels of mastery: novice, adept, expert, and master. Additionally, whenever you gain a level in this class, you can choose 1 power you know and reduce your mastery level in that power by 1. You then gain 1 power point. If you reduce your mastery in a power, you have novice. If you reduce your mastery in a power, you in a power you have novice level in, you cease knowing that power. Strengthening powers. At higher levels, gain the ability to strengthen powers you know. Whenever you would spend power points, you may spend them to strengthen powers you know, increasing the chosen powers by 1 mastery level for each power point expended to strengthen that power, up to your current maximum mastery. At first level, your maximum mastery is novice. And then psionic ability is just spellcasting ability, like, same thing. Yeah. And then Psionic Adept, it's your maximum mastery level is Adept, your maximum mastery level is Expert, and your maximum mastery level is Master. Psychic Blast. As an action on your turn, you may send a blast of psionic energy towards a creature you can see within 120 feet of you. Make a ranged psionic attack. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 psychic damage. The damage increases by 1d8. It's a cantrip. Psi Crystal. You can manifest a part of your consciousness into a physical form. A gemstone the size of a palm known as a Psi Crystal. To form your Psi Crystal, you must perform a 1-hour ritual in which you commit a piece of your intellect into a gemstone worth at least 10 gold pieces. Upon completion, your Psi Crystal manifests inside of the gemstone, becoming a creature with the statistics listed below. The Psi Crystal is friendly to you and your companions and obeys your command. Your commands. As long as you're within 100 feet of your psi crystal, both you and it may communicate telepathically with one another. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your psi crystal's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn. During this time, you are deaf and blind with regard to your own senses. And then here are its stats. Its armor class is your Mystic's Psionic save DC, 5+5 times your Mystic level, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage for non-magical attacks, immune to poison, can't be charmed, paralyzed, poisoned, or prone. It also can't be petrified. 60 feet of dark vision, passive perception 10, understands the language you speak. Psychos is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a saving throw to only take half damage. It takes no damage to succeed the saving throw, only half damage if it fails, and it has variable illumination. In combat, the Psychos shares your initiative count, but it takes a turn immediately after yours, wherein it acts however you choose, following your mental commands. If you are incapacitated, Psychos acts of its own accord, taking whatever action it believes would be the most beneficial for you. When your Psychos is reduced to 0 hit points, the crystal containing it shatters and is no longer manifested. Arcing Blast, a second Psychic Blast, lances out from the Psychos towards a creature within 60 feet of the You know what? I might bring this down to 6th level, Crystalline Focus. Crystalline Focus gives you like this big list of things you can just kind of do. And like your blast is already empowered. Oh, well, I suppose that is kind of a point, is that your blasters... Yeah, no, I'm going to change it back. I don't know, I just feel like the Psi Crystal is kind of kind of like undercooked, almost. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's just like, it doesn't really have synergy with anything else until you get Crystalline Focus. Crystalline Mind. The part, half the effects of mind. You gain resistance to psychic damage. Your Subclasses' intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores are instead equal to your own. That's cool. I like that. I might do your Psi crystal gains following benefits. There aren't really any effects that do this. There's very minimal effects that do this, but, you know, it makes sense. Yeah, I'll probably leave it there. I think, yeah, that's cool. I'm on board with that. Crystalline Mind, Crystalline Focus. Need a 14th, 17th, an 18th, and a 20th level feature. I feel like the capstone should be something really powerful. Putting these here just to remind myself. I feel like either the 17th or the 18th level feature should be an improvement to your should be some kind of improvement to your something I could also do is I could do this, because that also does kind of make sense. Might seem a little kind of unnecessary, but it feels sensible. You know what, yeah, I might actually do that, just provide a dead level there. Just because again, you're a mystic, almost none of your levels are dead. Like, the only places now where there actually are dead levels. Yeah, no, there are just no dead levels as a mystic, which is big, but it also means that your character sheet is going to have a lot of fucking words on it. But I suppose, you know, this is a class for the advanced level player. You know, for you know, somebody who's almost gotten bored of the complexities of well, not necessarily quite that much, but like, you know, this is somebody who really knows what they're doing. And can handle having, you know, a lot of fucking text on their character sheet at any one time. Right. Maybe the 20th level feature is you just like gain 4 more points. Like you just straight up like can master a whole new power just right off the bat. Maybe it's a simple capstone where your int just goes up. Like your int goes up and you get something little, you know? Like you get like 22 int, and or even like you know, maybe it's like a barbarian capstone where you get like 24 int, and that's like your capstone, and that's it. Maybe? I don't know. Unfathomable intellect. Let me read the barbarian, like, primal champion. I don't know, like, is that boring? I mean, it's really good, I think is the main thing. But it's not interesting. You know, I don't get this ability and I go, oh, fucking sick. You know, I just look at it and I go, oh, you know, cool. I don't know. Like maybe it's just me and I'm just not excited by, like, you know, I guess my numbers go up as I am about, like, you know, like everything else. I guess another thing is, like, this doesn't really improve your damage output either. All it really does is improve your DC, and I guess your bonus to hit, but even then, like, whatever, right? I don't know. Thoughts, people? If anyone has any in particular? Just, you know, like a slightly worse version of the Barbarian capstone, which is the best capstone in the game. Is that suitable for Mystic? Just +4 in, flat out. And you know, and if you've not built your character wrong, you'll have 24 in by the time you get this ability. If you found one of the fancy books, it's 26. Obviously, you probably won't have done, so that's irrelevant. But if you did, well, there you go, right? I'm gonna red text all of this, but I think as something that, you know, this functions, right? And it's flavorfully suitable. There's nothing ostensibly wrong with it. I think that's the main thing I'm getting caught up is like, do I like this personally? And I'm like, it's, you know, it's so. But I think, you know, from a mechanical level, it's strong, it works, and it's flavorful. Yeah. Maybe hang on. Let's put like a little fluff ability under here. Hang on. Let's do that. That's usually the way that these abilities become interesting. Additionally, let me go grab reliable talent real fast. There we go. Like, this ability is objectively really strong. This is kind of whatever. But I look at this and I get excited when I see this. I don't get excited by this. But I recognize that it's amazing, but I'm not excited. I see this, and I'm like, holy shit, I physically can't roll below like a 26 on Arcana. Yes, please. And I'm on board, you know? Like, that ability barely improves the power. Int saves never come up, right? Almost never. But I am on board with this ability now. This is what we're sticking with. Unfathomable intellect is where we're going. And now we've literally got 2 more class features, and then like the base class is ostensibly done. And you know, it's really weird going from not feeling like the class was anywhere near finished at the start of the stream to being like, oh wow, we're almost done. Just flat out, we are almost done with everything. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more powers to do total, and then we are done, and 2 more class features. Color me invested, right? Like, that's also very true. But Barbarian does have that wow factor as well, whereas this doesn't. I mean, I suppose it doesn't affect your HP and your AC, but it affects like literally, well, it affects a lot of the things that you do. But yeah, I think you're definitely right. I think even then, like, Primal Champion doesn't feel like a huge ultra wow to me, but yeah, you're definitely right. It does improve the wow factor by a lot. But I think at the end of the day, whilst it is preferable to have a capstone that's like, oh, holy shit, this is awesome. If you get halfway there by having a capstone that's mechanically powerful and isn't all that incredibly exciting, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, right? I think that the main thing is a lot of the capstones in the actual game are both boring and bad. That's the real thing. Pretty good. Just worked out a capstone for my Mystic redesign. Basically, just big brain. Just been designing class features, making powers. It's like the design of the class is you have powers, and you can like spec into them like a skill tree, or like a lot of skill trees, like the Skyrim skill trees. I think is the good example I've been using. You know, you've got like how many skill trees? There's like 20 skill trees, each with 4 different levels, and you can spec into them in however you want. But yeah. I think I'm very happy with how this is going thus far, though. I think it's cool. But yes, welcome in. Psychometabolism. So we got about half an hour before I need to sort of head off. I don't need to head off. If it gets to 8:15 and I'm like, I've not got anywhere to be now. My game got called off. He says, let me just double check and make sure that they didn't Okay, no, yeah, it was. Yeah, otherwise I'm half an hour late, but they did explicitly say that it was off. So if they changed their mind, then fuck, I guess. But they didn't. So yeah, we've got. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep working on class features. Things are going very nicely. So I feel like either the 14th or the 18th level feature needs to improve your Psy Crystal some more. Your little ghost, your snowball, your Sentinel is the good one of those feats. What weapon do you have? What's your build? What's your class? What's your race? What's your weapon? I think the answer is almost certainly going to be Sentinel, but because it's Sentinel, but I don't know. Oh. I think Defensive Duelist is okay, to be fair. I suppose if you're playing I guess you kind of need to spec into Sentinel for it to be particularly good, but even then it's still pretty decent. But yeah, dump your build in here, and I'll say I imagine myself and Joe will probably be able to make a pretty concise this is your best option kind of pick. If that's what you're looking for. God, this fucking playlist is so good. Fucking Harris Heller, man. This is insane. Absolute Chad. Thinking an improvement to Crystalline Mind in some way. Ooh, I have an idea. It's further empowered your psionic abilities. Ah. Okay, right. So you're... So you are dual wielder. Yeah. Let me go read Mage Slayer again, because I don't think I've never known anybody to take Mage Slayer, but I don't think it gives you an extra attack. You would. Assuming you can, I suppose Oath of Vengeance does let you keep on top of people pretty effectively, so... Honestly, yeah, Mage Slayer is kind of legit in this case. If you deal with spellcasters a lot. If you don't deal with spellcasters all that much, then it's not worth your time. Sentinel, it depends on how closely you stick to your allies, how many other melee fighters there are in your group. If there are 2 or more, it's definitely the best pick. If there aren't 2 or more, if there's 1 or less, if there's 1, it's still probably pickable. If there aren't any, it's not worth it, because you'll never get to use it. And then Defensive Duelist, your 15th level, so your AC is +5. I mean, that's pretty good. You have a Barb, okay. It's... and a Druid. I assume like a very melee heavy moon druid, or is that just like another member of the party that just is it? Yeah, that's not really particularly melee. That doesn't really factor in. If your AC is particularly bad, Defensive Duelist is the way to go. But assuming you have plate armor and the feat, your AC is 19, which is, I'd say 19 exactly. Your Defensive Duelist is definitely pickable. Mage Slayer, if you deal with a lot of magic users, that is the pick. If you don't, it's a toss-up between whether you want more defense or more offense. Because Sentinel, if you stick close with your Barbarian, and your Barbarian is doing their job and soaking up hits, it gives you more attacks for free. So, I would say, yeah, if basically, like, Sentinel depends on, is much more dependent on the play patterns of yourself and your Barbarian, so it's less reliable, because you need 2 people to be playing into your feat. And Defensive Duelist is just generically pretty okay. Let me just, like, double check and make sure I'm not, like... Let me just reread Defensive Duelist and make sure I'm not, like, just saying it's good when it's actually terrible. Oh, no, it is exactly what I thought it was, and it is pretty good, yeah. Defensive Duelist gives you a slightly, kind of a crappy shield, but it's free, so, like, if it's free, it's probably better. Yeah, I personally would go for Defensive Duelist, I think. No, you're thinking of Polearm Master. It's exiting your reach, which they're not going to really do all that much unless your DM likes to have them move a lot. Which is generally which is generally not a great move, so most DMs won't do it. But yeah, it's only when they leave. You're thinking of Polearm Master, which when they enter, which is why Polearm Master Sentinel is ridiculous, because you have reach, and they go to run towards you, and they enter your reach, and you stab them, and their speed is 0, and they can't get within 5 feet of you. It's not bad. It's not bad. It really depends on whether your con is good enough to maintain concentration. That's the main thing. Because if you just drop concentration, and also depends on whether your Barbarian's AC is any good. Because if your Barbarian's AC is any less than like 17, it's not really worth it. You're like, with the way AC works, it is AC increases exponential. The better your AC is, the better increasing your AC is, generally, until you reach like this drop-off point. 18 or 19? honestly, that's a legit pick then. Like it's kind of cheesy, but it's probably legit. Especially because you can do it twice, I think, with Twin Spell. +5 or +5 con. I mean, it depends on what his dex is, right? If he's got 20 con and 16 dex or oh, okay, right. Yeah. +5 con save. It's not favorable. You have a like 20% chance every time you get hit of losing your spell. I think is the main thing, but I suppose you can do it twice. There is no, you are wholly capable of doing it twice. So it's probably a legit choice. I think I personally would still go with Defensive Duelist, but I think it's fun. I think it's definitely the most fun option. I don't know. I don't think it's the best, but oh, I thought Twin Spell was equal to the. Yeah, no, yeah, you can do it twice. Twin Spell is 1 sorcery point for a first level spell. You can do it twice. You're thinking of Quicken Spell, I think, which is 2 sorcery points. Twinned is equal to the level, or 1 if it's a cantrip. Yeah, I still don't think it's I don't think it's like the best option or anything, but it's the most fun. So if that's what you want to go for, 100%, like that's pretty cool. But I would argue Defensive Duelist is probably the better pick. Probably. Nah, it's my Anus spell. It's a sad time. But no Twinning Smite.
Hi babes, I'm very sick today but I wanted to wish you a good steam and happy vibes. What are you making?
Say, thank you very much for this. Gilly. That's a very cursed message. But yes, I am working on I'm working on Mystic Psychic class. Been working on it for a few weeks now. It's surprisingly nearly done. I went from feeling like I wasn't anywhere near finished to being like, oh, I'm almost done in like the last couple hours, which is cool. Weapon Master. You can gain proficiency in all of the weapons you don't have proficiency in. Oh wait, you have proficiency in literally all of them. Yeah, I guess you can gain proficiency in the antimatter rifle. Just hope the ODM just gives it to you. Because I don't think there is any limitation on what you can pick. Weapon Master. Yeah, 4 weapons. Oh, no, they must be a simple or hang on, let me check the antimatter rifle. It's a martial weapon. You can gain proficiency in the antimatter rifle if you want. Like it's not good, but you can. Totally. Oh, look at that hair in my eye. Oh, horrible. Oh, very unpleasant. Oh, nice. So get caught up on that shit. Sure thing. That's fun. Yeah, I just read it. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's pretty funny. Like I guess it's not really that broken. Yeah, because it's if you're like getting a feat to disengage as a bonus action, that's kind of fine, you know. Yeah, exactly. Like it's pretty funny, but I think it's pretty tame. Given the hell like goblins just get yeah I was about to say goblins get it as a racial. It's they're yeah, I think it's like disengage as a bonus is pretty tame, I'd argue, but it is pretty funny. I like that. It's very nice. I don't really allow a lot of the Tasha's feats in my home games. I find them to just be kind of like, I'm not really a fan of them. Some of them are like super cool. I'm a fan, but generally speaking, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the intended use of it anyway. I think it's cool. It's good fun. It's opportunity. It's like otherwise it's just kind of like a whatever feat where you don't really get anything that's actually useful. Whereas like that's like the thing you get that's good. Yeah. That's a cool idea. I will keep that in mind for when I next go back and make magic items. Thank you very much for the suggestion. To use any one of your mystic features using your statistics proficiencies. I'm not sure whether this ability works quite as I would want it to, but additionally your Sight Crystal can use an action on its turn to use any one of your mystic features using your statistics proficiencies and uses of that feature. Sure, I can take a glance at it before I head off this evening. I think this ability I'm gonna like red text just for like the phrasing of it, because I don't know if it works. But basically the idea is that once per day your Sight Crystal can use one of your features. It's kind of like an action surge, except a little less flexible. So yeah, I think it'd be interesting. Let's open this up. Okay. So let's go in at 14th. Improved Crystalline Mind. So yeah, all we need now is 18th level. Nice. That sounds very clunky, but it does sound good fun. I suppose, is making an Echo a bonus action as an Echo Knight? Because I don't know, Echo Knight's really weird in the way that it's worded. It doesn't quite... I mean, it works, kind of. Echo Knight's weird, basically. There's a lot of stuff in Wildmount where it's like, did Wizards... Was there an editor for this book? Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm on board with this character now. I was intrigued before, but now I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. Just hanging out. That's pretty fucking good. I'm 100% on board. But yeah, I'm going to take a look at Phaelire's Bard subclass real fast, and I'll probably sort of come back and do a little bit of like touch up on this, and then probably head off, methinks. Right. Let's go to screen capture mode. Yeah, until the enemy has true sight tremor sense. Though the Echo can still do stuff in that specific instance, so there's still two of you. Yeah, I'll say that's pretty funny. Right, so stories hold power. They contain worlds of their own, waiting to be trapped into, or tapped into even. For Authoromancers, powerful orators. Following, you can use. I mean, I feel like calligraphers' tools and painters' supplies are really the only applicable ones here. Cartographers and forgeries seem weird. And storybooks doesn't. That's not an item, so to speak. I think it would just be like, I don't know. I feel like defining what a storybook is. This is something that Phaelire has sort of put in for story bard, like stories and power of stories and the sort. If anything, I feel like this ability here could be similar to the Genie Warlock's Lamp, in that it specifically gives you it specifically gives you like a magic storybook that you use to fuel your abilities. Like basically go have a read of like Genie Warlock and see if that's something you would want to replicate here. There's action to summon a story Eidolon. It's not you can see within 30 feet. If he's a special companion that follows your orders, use your initiative characters to move and make reactions freely, but can only take the dodge action next time. Yeah. Oh, here's the stats for the thing. Okay, right. Small construct. Twice your bard level. This. Hang on. As an action, you summon a guy. Okay. Brave feels very weird to have in here. Okay. Again, it won't have a challenge rating because it's just a summoned creature. Charmed, poisoned, damage dealt by spells that you cast. Yeah, fair. 50 feet seems very fast. I'm not sure why specifically it is fast. Whenever you summon a story, you spend special festival hat, but one of the following benefits for the duration of its existence. Okay, right. Okay, these are fun. The story that the Eidolon was summoned for is a comedic full of jokes and such. And such feels very strange and like a mechanical flavor text thing. Whenever the Eidolon sees a creature other than itself take damage within 30 feet, within 30 feet of it, and it sees another creature take damage, like all of this, you just be changed to another creature. You can use strength to ground that creature number of temporary hit points equal to 3 times the level of the spell slot you consumed. No, 3 times the level of the expended spell slot. Wait, hang on. This is damage reduction. Yeah, just have this be damage reduction and not temporary hit points, because that makes more sense. It can use its reaction to reduce the damage that creature takes by an amount equal to 3 times the expended spell slot level. Yeah, that happens from time to time. You kind of make something and you're like this close to it being what you want it to be, and you don't know what the problem is. That's the worst place to be in, because if you have something and you know it's shit, then you can just scrap it. Or you have something and you're like, I need to redesign this to make it work. This should be the word 3, not the number 3. Three times the level of the expended spell slot. Okay. If you use a spell slot at 5th level or higher, the reaction also grants. This feels kind of weird, but I don't really know what the specific issue is. This is probably fine, though. Yeah, this is probably okay. How goes bonus to wisdom? This would be these should be the other way around, just for like order's sake. Intelligence, investigation, and wisdom perception checks. Yeah, the expended spell slot, not spell slot consumed. Consent, and you can sense through its sight and hearing as well as your own. Deals additional psychic damage on hit equal to the level of spell slot you can. The expended spell slot that has a vital opportunity text and ignores the benefits. And ignores the benefits of the disengage action implies that it does not gain the benefits of its own disengage. So I would copy the wording of Sentinel for this section here. You can now have 2 story eidolons alive. No, there would be. You can instead have up to 2 story eidolons summoned at once and can command both using the same bonus action. There's your eidolons. How long did they last for before? Also, this feature should have a number of uses. Because, yeah, the fact that you can just do this pretty much indefinitely, or not even pretty much, you can just do this indefinitely. The living story needs, like, once per long rest, and then you get more as you level up, or something. Like you get 2 per long rest at 6th level and 3 per long rest at 14th level or something like that. Or maybe you spend uses of Bardic Inspiration. That's probably what it should be, ultimately. You spend a use of your Bardic Inspiration to summon your story Eidolon. But yeah, I think this is a pretty interesting idea off the bat. I think if we're gonna give uses to the feature, this thing should have more hit points, should be 5 times your Bard level. Like most other summoned creatures, like the Steel Defender and the Wildfire Spirit, should be 5 times. And should not include your proficiency bonus, because that's not necessary. And just be 5 times your Bard level plus your Charisma mod. I think it's probably all that should be. But yeah, I think it's interesting. It doesn't have uses at the moment at all. I think it should scale with Bardic Inspiration. Like you expend a use of Bardic Inspiration to do it. Yeah, 100%. Hell, maybe its rend attack does damage equal to your Bardic Inspiration damage die. It does? What do you mean? Oh, expend the YouTube Bardic. Okay, right. Yeah, so I didn't see that. Okay. Yeah, I would say. Well, I suppose yeah. I guess with its hit points being fairly low, you get a lot of uses of it. Yeah, I'd say it's probably okay. This is interesting. I'm invest. I have my own like story themed bard, and it's nothing like this at all. It's like about like short rests and stuff, and about like telling stories to people and giving them benefits that last for the thing, for the like the length of until their next rest. But this is interesting. I like it. Yeah, that's something to think about. Is maybe its rend attack does damage equal to your Bardic Inspiration die. That could be interesting, and also fits the design motif that Joe's talking about in chat, because that is generally how bard like third level features scale. Is they scale by the size of your Bardic Inspiration die, and just having this thing's like damage scale in that way feels sensible, and also just improves the power of the Eidolon by quite a bit as well, because it makes it go from doing like 5 damage. Oh no, it shouldn't have 2 attacks at all. Like I didn't even notice that it shouldn't have 2 attacks. None of the summoned creatures have more than 1 attack. Especially given that you get 2 of these things at 14th level, and that's basically like tripling your damage output with that. You're like the damage of like 2 fighters at 14th level with these little dudes that you summon. So yeah, cut multi-attack, cut brave, just because that seems kind of weird to have. If anything, just make it immune to the frightened condition, if that's what you're going for, and then have it be like hit your Bardic Inspiration die plus 3 force damage, and then yeah, cut the multi-attack. And I think the hit point's probably fine, because you can use this ability quite a lot, just because that's how Bardic Inspiration just kind of is. But yeah, I'd say it's interesting. It's cool. Yeah, I'll probably do a bit more scanning over like mystic stuff, and then I'll probably head off. I'll probably brainstorm an 18th level feature. I've not really got anything at the moment. Nothing comes to mind as like something I desperately want to have. What the fuck is going on up there? Oh, something went terribly wrong. My fucking bar is broken. There we go. I just had to like turn it off and turn it on again. I'm not sure what the fuck just happened there. Yeah, I think maybe an ability that lets you respec powers over like a long rest or something. I don't know. It feels kind of unnecessary. It's going to be something that we're going to be able to do. It should be something that got at a lower level. Maybe the improvement to crystalline focus? I don't know. I'm not going to force it. I'm going to sit on it and come back to it with a fresh mind next week, I think. I'm going to see if there's anyone to raid. There is not, but that's fine. I am going to head off here. Thank you very much for those folks who stuck around, who have, like, talked in chat or whatever. Like, it's all good. Thanks very much. If anyone wants to press any of the buttons, go ahead. If you don't, that's fine. I ain't gonna hold it against you. Do what you want with your life. I'm not in any kind of control, nor do I want to be. You do whatever you want. I will, however, plug my crap, because I post stuff on the guild. It's alright. I think I can, without sounding like an arrogant twat, I can safely say it's alright. It's pretty decent. It's probably pushing it a bit. It's okay. Go take a look at it if you want. Like, buy it if you want, or don't. Like, again, do whatever the fuck you want. It's your life, not mine. Either way, thanks very much for sticking around, folks. I will hopefully be back sort of on Thursday-ish to do like a writing stream or something. Not 100% that's going to happen, but like I want to do that. If I have the opportunity to do it, I will. And then after that, it'll be Friday and Sunday as per usual. But yeah, thanks very much for sticking around, folks. Hope to see you later.